miss the pond, that little fort that you made out of branches. We all miss you.
Mom took me to the forest last year.
I'm a slug, Stephen. It took me a long time to get here.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
The forest is not that far away. Have an adventure today. I'm sure your mom would take you.
You're right. I should get out. I want to have fun. Play in puddles, catch frogs, and climb trees. Hey, Mom!
Yeah, hon? Stephen, what is that in your hand?
It's my sense of adventure, Mom. It's telling me we need to get out of the house and have some fun in nature today.
Come to the forest where the more adventurous you lives. Check out discovertheforest.org for cool places nearby. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to Our Voices on the Voice of Nassau Community College 90.3 WHPC. My name is Natasha Nurse, and my guest today is Jason Schuler, the founder and CEO of Drink More Good. So, Jason, I do want to know, as someone who also has my hand in a lot of different things, entrepreneurship, right? It's kind of like we're in a golden age, and that word is very trendy, and a lot of people are definitely falling in love with the journey. For you, what are you doing to get the word out more about Drink More Good? Is social media really, really important? Is it in person? I think a lot of the entrepreneurs listening would definitely love to hear, how do you essentially make, numb the noise out there and make your voice and your company be heard?
Yeah, there's no better way, especially as a startup or a bootstrapped company, than just getting out there and interacting with your guests and the public face to face. The most powerful engagement, I'm still a firm believer that the most powerful engagement is looking someone in the eyes, telling them your story, and having them walk away with goosebumps and feeling it. That creates, to me, not only a guest or a customer, that creates a champion for your brand. And if you're able to figure out the best way to connect with your demographics or your guests, then that's the most powerful marketing tool you have. As a company that operates without a PR and marketing budget, that's what we do, and we've seen great successes with it. So, we hit the streets. We're doing a lot of farmers markets. We're doing a lot of street festivals throughout New York City. We do a lot of fairs and chocolate expos and shows. Really, anywhere that we can just connect with people and show them what we're doing and make them part of the More Good family is immensely powerful. So, yeah, grassroots, man. That's the way to do it.
I love it. Yes, that's exactly how I stumbled upon you guys. I was able to go to, I think the Chocolate Expo out here in Long Island, and I tasted it, and I was like, ooh, I got to have more of this. So I definitely concur. Yes, I am a raving fan for sure. Absolutely. Now, what would you say for those interested in building their own business in the beverage industry? What are keys that you would love to share that you yourself would have loved to have heard before you got started?
Just be ready for constant failure and be ready to be tired. That's really why I say you got to be passionate about it. And I think one of the greatest keys to success, and this isn't just limited to a beverage entrepreneur, but I think any entrepreneur, if you pivot your success on being selfless, like if you define your success and rely it on being a selfless goal, then I think you have no other option than to be successful, right? All of my late nights and early mornings, and there are a lot of them, they're all fueled by the fact that I know at the end of this year, we're going to build another water well. And our numbers of people that wake up every morning with clean water will go from 4,000 to 6,000. And, when I'm running on 2 hours of sleep and I haven't eaten in 12 hours and I need to get a proposal out to pack a truck for a farmer's market, that's what keeps me going. It's beyond me. It has a greater good, a greater goal than just me trying to be successful. It's a significant impact. And if all of your decisions and your motivations are rooted in that, eventually you really start to see you really start to see the impact of those choices. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah, selfless, man. Make it selfless. Make it all about being selfless.
Okay. And that's a really great point that you make. So how do you also manage self-care? Because like you were mentioning, like I definitely can concur on that, like 2-hour night sleeps. And, how do you also balance like not running yourself into the ground while you're trying to do so much good in the world?
It's so important, and it's something I've repeatedly failed at. I'm really intense, and I love what I do, so it's hard for me to take downtime when I know there's more work to be done. The way I've started to actually have success in the self-care realm is by building a really solid team of amazing humans around me and being willing to, take a hat off and trust my team, knowing that they're going to get the job done. And believing in them. So I think as soon as you start to get some stale in your wins as an entrepreneur, it's terrifying to look at those payroll numbers every 2 weeks. But I think that's part of the being willing to take risk, right? Like the second your business is starting to do really well, you have to look at the impact that a new team member who can take some stuff off your plate can have and trust them to do so, and then that little bit of downtime that creates, you gotta replenish yourself.
Wow.
Being an entrepreneur is very depleting, and if you're not regenerating, if you don't create good regenerative practices in your daily regimen, then you're gonna crash. I've done it before. I'm guilty of not following my own advice on that, but eventually you have to pay attention to it because without you, the ship won't sail. So.
I completely agree, and that's tremendous advice. I actually say all the time that your net worth is your net work, right? And so you're absolutely right. I think that the biggest investment you can do for yourself is, to invest in quality people around you who share your vision and share your passion and are willing to do the work that needs to get done. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that advice. You are listening. You are listening to Our Voices on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. My name is Natasha Nurse, and my guest today is Jason Schuler, the founder and CEO of Drink More Good. So I have, if I had all the time in the world with you, but I know you're super busy. So now I would actually like to just shift gears a little bit to just ask some like fun, rapid fire questions so that everyone listening can just kind of get to know the guy that you are. So I guess the most suiting first question would be, what is your favorite drink?
My favorite drink's a Boulevardier. It's a variation on a Negroni. So Negroni is gin, Campari, and sweet vermouth. A Boulevardier is rye whiskey instead of gin, and to me that is the perfect cocktail.
I've never tried that. I have to absolutely try that. That sounds delicious. Okay. What has been the best advice that someone has ever told you?
Really, it's going to come back to persistence. You're going to be met with failure time and time again, and truly successful people didn't get there unless they were absolutely relentlessly, tirelessly, and disgustingly persistent. It's always that one more try that gets you to the goal, whereas you could have just copped out. So persistence. It's just what drives me.
Okay. Number one thing on your bucket list, if you have one.
Traveling. I can't wait until the day where I could just put my finger on a map anywhere in the world and just go buy a plane ticket and go there.
Aw, well, speak into existence. Where do you want to go? Where's the first place you would go?
Well, I geeked out on one of those like Trace Your Lineage websites one night pretty hard, and I actually traced both my mother's father and my mother's family back to the same village in Sicily before they immigrated to the United States. So I actually want to go visit Milazzo in Sicily.
Beautiful. Yes. Okay. You've put it into existence. So it absolutely has to happen now. You've told everyone listening. Yeah. So there are no excuses there.
Manifest.
Exactly. I love it. So if you were not the founder and CEO of Drink More Good, you would be doing what?
Oh, man. I'd probably still be bartending. Like I genuinely love bartending. I do. I love bartending. Like I was in the service industry like that for so long because I just had so much fun with it. Once I found my way behind a bar, like it's just constant creation and communicating with people and learning about people. I genuinely love being behind a bar. So,
I love that.
I think I would have been like a career bartender probably, like for the rest of my life.
A mixologist, right?
Yeah, or just a good barman. You know, I like to reserve that term mixologist for like the guys that are really or women that are really driving the craft forward. You know, I was following all of the best mixologists and what they were doing, but I would emulate what they were doing and put my own spin on it. I was a barman. You know, I cared about the craft and I made really great cocktails. I think mixologists can get thrown around too easily sometimes.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay. I heard it in a movie and I was like, ooh, that's very sexy. I like that. Mixologist.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha.
No, it's good. It's a good term.
If you could go back and give yourself advice in the past, what age would you go back to and what would you say to yourself?
Oh, it's such a slippery slope, man. That's like some Back to the Future stuff. I don't think I would. I'm where I am because of all the choices, mistakes, failures, and successes I've experienced. And I don't think there's been some really difficult moments in life, but I don't think I would change it. I don't think I would open that Pandora's box. I wouldn't go back. I wouldn't do it.
Fair enough. All right. And just so for people listening and they want to learn more about Drink More Good, where do they find out more about you, about the company, all of that?
Yeah, drinkmoregood.com. All of our social medias are at drinkmoregood. So Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We're really proud of our Instagram feed. That's really where you can kind of engage the most with us. But drinkmoregood.com or at drinkmoregood.
I love it. And thank you, Jason. You are amazing. And I really appreciate your honesty and just sharing your story with our voices.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. It was so great to talk with you. And thanks for being such a champion. We really appreciate it. We couldn't be doing what we're doing without really awesome people like you. So thank you.
Thank you so much. And I hope our audience found you both as informative and inspiring as I did. My name is Natasha Nurse. I'm the proud host of Our Voices here on 90.3 WHPC. Our show's creative director is Rudy J. Breedy. Visit nccradio.org. That's www.nccradio.org for more information. This will be available as a podcast on iTunes, Android Podcast, and Spreaker. Our Voices is powered by the Nassau Community College Foundation on the voice of Nassau Community College 90.3 WHPC. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon.